Hi, are you thinking about moving to Colwood, British Columbia? If you are, in this video I'm going to walk you through some of the neighborhoods, show you the outside of the houses, and give you an idea of the price ranges. Hi, I'm Terry Kurash from Remax Camosun, a local realtor here in Greater Victoria. And if you are thinking about moving here, feel free to reach out. You can text, call me, or email me. My information is below. Let's get on to the video. So before we start, I just want to give you an idea about where Colwood is. So if you were to come in from the ferry, what you're going to see here is the Schwartz Bay. This is where the ferry comes in. You're going to come all the way down Highway 17 into Victoria. Now, if you were in Victoria and you wanted to go out to Colwood, which is right here, these colored map areas here, I looked it up on Google. It says it's 11 miles to come here in about 26 minutes. Now, the 26 minutes, if you're living out here and going to work, it's going to be a lot longer than that. You're going to look more at 45 minutes to an hour to get to Colwood into downtown Victoria during a work day, because this road is really busy. That's one of the cons about living out here. Colwood, Langford, it's all great out here, but going to work in the morning and coming home, it's a real drag. Because this road here, all these people in this whole area here are using this road to get into downtown Victoria. So that's the con. So what I'm going to do, I'll quickly drive you through some of the areas like here. For example, I'm going to take you through here. This is called Colwood Lake. This is Hatley Park. This is Triangle Mountain area. This blue area here in green, this is Wishart North and South. I just called it all Wishart. We're going to take you through Lagoon. This is Royal Bay. And then this area down here, I didn't really do it on this map, but this is Latoria, and this is where a lot of new construction is taking place. Lots of streets being developed here, lots of new construction happening out here, okay? So that's Colwood. So anyway, we'll go on to the video. Royal Bay is one of the newer planned communities. Most homes are modern. They're built past the year 2000 and up. Pricing is generally 1.1 to 1.6 million depending on the location. So right now we're going to be driving into Royal Bay, and you'll see lots of construction. Right now it's 3:45 and school is just out, so there's a bit of traffic. But you can see Royal Bay is under construction. Lots of new development happening here. Mixture of houses, townhouses, condos, you name it. And the ocean is just 2 blocks away from here. It's a very, very nice area. Everything basically is over $1 million. There's a few under, but not a lot under $1 million. If you look up there on the hill, beyond that, that's where the ocean is. I'll take you down Ryder Street, give you an idea as to some of the homes here in Royal Bay. What's interesting, some of these streets in this area of Royal Bay, they have back lanes, which we rarely see here in Victoria. They'll have back lanes coming onto their to get to their garages. Again, it's you see back lane here. Royal Bay is really nice, beautiful area. Very, very nice, as you can see. Everything is convenient here. As you can see across the street, there's shopping. I'll just take you down and I'll just show you how close we are to the ocean here. See? So there you are, there's the ocean. This here is the original part of Royal Bay. When it first started, get an idea of these homes. Nice big yards, very well manicured lots. It's a little different than the newer section of Royal Bay. Again, everything in here is over $1 million. Triangle Mountain, this area is known for its elevation and in many cases some really great views. You'll find a mixed blend of homes in Triangle Mountain, and the price range is basically $850,000 to $1.25 million. And of course the view homes are going to be more than that, but that's a ballpark for Triangle Mountain. Now we're going up into Triangle Mountain. Again, pretty popular area. 70s, 80s houses. Depending on the street you're at on Triangle Mountain, you can get houses with ocean views up here as well. So I'll just take you down one of the, you can see up on the hills there, you can see Triangle Mountain houses up there. Right now, I'm going to take you down, this is called Stornoway, one of the streets in Triangle Mountain. Give you an idea. Take you down St. Troy, which is a street here in Triangle Mountain. Give you an idea of what they're like. So right now, I'm on a street called Haida, H-A-I-D-A, and it's at the kind of the top of Triangle Mountain, and these homes along here have spectacular views of downtown Victoria, the ocean, the American Olympic Mountains. These are all over $1 million, these homes. One of the nicer parts of Triangle Mountain being up here. Beautiful views behind these homes. The Lagoon area has a more established feel. A lot of the homes are built in the 1960s to the 80s, and there are some newer builds. It's popular because its proximity to the ocean. Prices are generally $1 million to $1.6 million. So I'm taking you now into the Lagoon area. It's an upper end area. I mean, right now there's 2 for sale as of April 26th, and they're at 1.3, 1.5, and $1.1 million. And the reason why, as you can see, you're close to the ocean down there. You can see it in my distant shot. It's very, very nice in here. Like I say, most of the stuff is 1.1 million to 1.7 in here, and it's all because of location. There's a mixture of older, and there's some newer stuff built in the 2000s where people bought older houses and knocked them down and built new homes, but the the vast majority of the stuff is a little older, 60s, 70s homes. You got the ocean down at the end, you see. There's a newer one right there. So this is the lagoon. Right now we're on a Aloha, give you an idea. Some of the homes along here. And just a block down is the ocean. We're on Lagoon Drive, and again, this is the main street of Lagoon area. As you can see these homes, and like I say, the ocean's right there, so that's what you're paying for. Great little area. Again, everything basically is over $1 million in here. You can see some of the newer homes over there where they bought older houses and tore them down. Again, this is another little section of Lagoon, and this is one of the streets where all these houses are built in the 2,000 plus area. Small little lots, if you noticed. Again, all over $1 million. $1.1 million, $1.2 million and up. Wishart is a lot more affordable. These are homes built in their 50s to the 70s. You'll see large lots and a lot of variety. Prices are generally $800,000 to a little over $1 million. Now we're in an area called Wishart. There's a Wishart North and a Wishart South, but it's just divided by a street, so I'm not going to break it down into north and south. This will give you an idea what the homes in Wishart are like. This is going to be one of the more affordable areas and a very family designed area. Like, just to give you an idea, there's lots of 60s and 70 houses over here. There's a lot under $1 million in this area. So again, if you're looking for, something under $1 million or close to $1 million, I think Wishart would be one of your choices. Again, I'll just drive you down the street and you can see a lot of, like I say, a lot of 60s and 70 homes in the Wishart area here. Take you down the street here. Sumar, just as an example, very, very much what 99% of the homes in Wishart look like along in here. This is what it's like. Fairly decent sized lots because they're built in the 60s and 70s. So you got a nice sized yard. And again, unfortunately, we're back to having a septic field in most of these again, because they just haven't put sewers in a lot of these older areas. But it's very nice. Having a septic is no big deal as long as you maintain it. I know people coming from out of province that go, septic, They're a little shocked, but it is what it is. So that's Sumar. Colwood Lake is a nearby pocket that feels a little more consistent in overall condition. Pricing is generally $850,000 to $1.2 million depending on the home. Right now we're in Colwood Lake. Lots of 60s and 70s houses in this little area, but very affordable. Quite a few under $1 million, a few over $1 million, but the majority I would say are under $1 million in this area. Hatley Park offers a variety of housing, but it varies in condition from street to street. You'll find entry-level homes and updated ones. Prices range from $700,000 to $1.1 million. This area that we're in now is called Hatley Park. Again, it's an older area. Let's take you down Donovan. This is kind of a standard looking street for Hatley Park. Give you an idea what it looks like. Again, you're on septic field here. You're close to everything in Hatley Park though. You're close to school, shopping. Everything's a few minutes away. We're on a street called Heaslip right now again. Classic Hatley Park kind of homes. Give you an idea again. Very much similar to where we just were in the other area over in Colwood Lake. So again, this is Hatley Park, and most of the homes in this area are very similar to this here. Lifestyle. Colwood offers a strong outdoor lifestyle with access to parks, the ocean, and places like I mentioned earlier, the Juan de Fuca Rec Center and the park behind it. Who is it for? Colwood is ideal for people who are wanting more space, newer homes, or a quiet residential feel, especially for families relocating. Pros and cons. Pros include better value, newer homes, and more space than if you live in Victoria. The cons are the commute to downtown Victoria during work hours. So I hope the video gave you an idea of some of the areas and what to expect should you decide to move here. And again, I'm Terry Kurash from Remax Camosun. If you are deciding to move here or sell here, give me a call. You can, again, reach me. My information is below. You can call, email me, or text me. Thanks for watching the video.